If you don't know the channel, The Economic Ninja, he's a cool channel to follow. I came across one of his videos today about where Bitcoin is, and I figured I'd react to it with you guys
And
and
I want
let
to
you know what I
play.
think.
It's not just and I want to play. It's not just from me. It's from Tom Lee, Michael Saylor, and a bunch of institutions. I'm going to play it right now, the one exactly from Michael Saylor, and then I'm going to explain exactly what this is because I think there are a lot of people that are going to be selling crypto during this little dip. I think there are going to be people that capitulate. They don't know what's really going on. And I want people to get where we're at right now. You guys do me a favor. Let me know if you can hear this or not. And I'm going to play just this short little clip, and then we're going to read a story that'll blow your mind about what institutions are doing right now.
Michael, given where Bitcoin's trading right now, are you buying?
We are buying. We're buying quite a lot, actually, and we'll actually report our next buys on Monday morning. I think people will be pleasantly surprised. In fact, we've been accelerating our purchases.
All right, that's Michael Saylor from Michael Strategies. This story, that's him saying people are going to be pleasantly surprised. Yesterday, we're talking about Solana plunging, right? To $137, which was a 5-month low, despite $3.4 billion in institutional accumulation. I want to explain something that most people do not understand. Traders like myself, large institutions, big traders buy crypto without you knowing it. And this is way bigger than OTC. Sure, we could pick up OTC. I do OTC with certain exchanges. I started becoming an institutional trader back in what?
He keeps saying a word that I want to make sure you guys, anyone watching, understands who they are. What kind of trader are you? Are you a trader? Are you an investor? Trading is as close to gambling to me as possible. It's basically you saying, I think something's going to happen and I'm pretty sure of it. So I'm going to put up money. And when it happens, I'll make more money. And it's usually a short period of time. That's the same thing with gambling. And it can go bad for you because short period of time, you know, something bad can happen. Like if you think Bitcoin's going to $125,000 next week and you put in your whole check and then it goes down, that was a bad gamble. But if you think Bitcoin's going to 125,000 over the next year, this is a time where you can buy as much of it as possible. So when it goes up that 25% or whatever, $35,000 or whatever, you will make more money. And yes, it is kind of still a gamble. It's just a more educated and more time friendly gamble. Because when you think about it in short term, I think it hurts people more. Like if you think, okay, I have this money right now, I need this money, and I'm gonna put it here, hoping it turns into more money, and it doesn't. That's not investing. If you're putting in money saying in a year I think it will go up 25% and I'm not going to touch it, I'm just going to keep adding to it, that is an investment. And that is something that I think most people doing this, especially traders, are not seeing. They are, we hear the stories of the good times, but I know a lot of traders that I hear the bad stories. You only hear the wins, you don't hear the losses. And if you think you're a trader and you can out trade BlackRock and even guys like this, I've watched his channel for a long time, and yes, he's won some, he's lost some. Every single body that trades has. The real thing though is if you're an investor long term, it's very hard for you to lose money. There's a saying, no one has ever lost money holding Bitcoin for 4 years. So imagine buying Bitcoin for 4 years steadily. You would make a lot more money than just buying it and holding it. Because what ends up happening is most people buy when it's the highest and sell when it's falling instead of the opposite. It's like going into a store and saying, hey, I only want to buy the most expensive things that are just coming out and they're most expensive. I don't want to look at the sales side. um, it just, I don't know why. It's just human nature, but let's see.
2019, and we are able to buy as retail is dumping their small amounts. We're able to do it without anybody knowing it through specialized trading features.
OTC means over the counter. So like he's saying, it's not happening in exchanges, so we don't see the price change. It's like backroom deals. Like, hey, I'll sell you 5 million Bitcoin for $1 billion, whatever it is. That deal doesn't affect Coinbase and Robinhood because it happened behind the scenes.
That are only open to larger accounts. All right. When you think everything's crashing, you have to understand that there have been massive dips before, and then they take off again. There is more.
So another thing, this makes even more what I'm saying viable. You can't outtrade these people. What did they just do? If they have a backroom deal selling a ton of Bitcoin, they are manipulating the price, because if they did it on the exchanges, it should go up, right? Like if you're buying billions of dollars of Bitcoin, the price should go up, but because they're buying behind the scenes, the price is going down somehow. They're manipulating this. You cannot beat these people by out trading them. The only way you can beat them is by buying steadily over a long period of time, and you will win because they're playing the yearly game of, I need to return lots and lots of money to my investors. So every year they're taking their profits and giving it to their investors. But us, as long-term and not filthy rich people that need to make money for other people, we don't have to do that. We can take our time and over years and years and years accumulate. And this is one of the best times. The fear and greed index is under 20 for crypto. That's usually a great time to be buying.
Catalysts for Bitcoin to hit over 150,000 and what I believe to be honestly a blow off top around 200,000. I could be wrong. By the end of January, there are more catalysts now with governments intervening, institutions buying, all this stuff. And then what happens is when the liquidity dries up, when all of the retail have been shook out, this is where you hear the whole term weak hands getting shook out. They let it rip. They put out all this positive information. There's only a handful of players. Now, this Solana story, think about this. Solana's price dropped to 137 bucks on Sunday. It's lowest in 5 months, right? It says here institutions have now accumulated over 24 million Solana. Now, this is not just a Bitcoin story. It's Solana, Ethereum, and then you're going to see all these altcoins rip as these guys go up. It says right here, these institutions that acquired the 24 million Solana, valued at 3.4 billion through ETFs and digital asset treasuries, retail traders ongoing selling breach support levels near 150, with technical indicators pointing to possible further declines to 125, right? But despite this price dip, Solana's network, oh, real quick, I had the time wrong for the trade on base and build on base course. The pre-filming is ending actually at noon today. It wasn't midnight last night. I had the wrong 12 o'clock. So links down below for that. It says here, despite the price dip, these institutions are picking up more and more. All right, now I've got a story for you. And I said this the other day that you're going to see pretty shortly, probably within a week's time frame, all of this news about institutions coming out and buying up the dip like crazy. Those are the strong hands where they like you to say, oh, these ETF outflows. Sure, that means that people are dumping their ETFs in crypto, Bitcoin, Solana, all this stuff. And then they're getting sucked up by institutions. All right, this is not a joke. You're going to see this thing rip, and only time will tell who's right. Let me ask you this.
So again, the rip, and it's possible. I just have watched this so many times, and most of the people that, oh, Ethereum's going to 10K, that was in 2021. People were saying that Bitcoin's going to 100, 150K in 2021. They were saying that. It took 4 years later and it still hasn't done it. So you can't really look at things and think, and this is where they get you. This is where they get you. You're like, oh my God, it's going to go up to 150, 200,000. Let me put in all the money I need. And then it doesn't happen and it goes down on you. And you're like, this is a scam. Don't fall for it. It could happen, yes, but only put money in there that you're not going to need for a while. And if you are going to need money from it, put in money, borrow it out now so you have it when you need it, and then take advantage of that rate, that wave if it goes up. If it goes down, you can get protected by Stacker.ai. But I don't I don't know what's gonna happen. I never try to claim that I know what's gonna happen. So I basically dollar cost average and then I wait. That's it. So okay,
Type up or down. Put up or type down if you think that Bitcoin will be higher or lower on January 1st than it is right now. I'm just curious what you say.
I think it will be higher, but I don't know. And if you want to know how much Bitcoin you should have to retire, check out this next video.